G'day and welcome to Game 1, Group B, Group Stage, between NigmaGalaxy and TeamLiquid at ESL 1 Malaysia. But NigmaGalaxy playing with Kuroki Samael. Let me just turn off my camera for you, because no one wants to see me. Where are we? See me later. There you go. I was there, now I'm gone. No one wants to see me. Kuroki Samael, GH, Mind Control, and a stand-in, ESL, who is registering as Fervian there 2.0, but that's ESL playing for NigmaGalaxy, filling in for Miracle, who couldn't make it to the tournament. And TeamLiquid, as we saw in our previous matchup with OG, Insania, Zai, Mike, Boxy, and Matu. So initial bans coming out, Nigma getting rid of the Marcy and the Winter Wyvern. Marcy seems to be just a very common ban. New hero into Captain's Draft recently, and just turns out to be very powerful with its Dispose. You get the Ether Lens with the Dispose, with maybe even a cast range neutral item, and you are chucking people from halfway across the map. Winter Wyvern, the ultimate control, is just a little bit too much in team fights, and just resetting, not even necessarily winning a team fight, but just the ability to reset a team fight with the Winter Wyvern ult is a little too strong. So most teams are getting rid of that as well. TeamLiquid with the initial bans of Io and Chen. Chen not being allowed through in this game. I think Chen went 1-1 in our previous series that we saw between OG and Liquid, so not obvious, not an auto win, but certainly very strong and being banned out by a lot of teams. It's either its ban rate and pick rate would be right up near 100%. It's either getting banned or picked. First picks from NigmaGalaxy, the Puck and the Tusk. Lots of control, lots of damage. Wants to move around quickly and blow up someone off the bat. Very good against the Death Prophet, because the Death Prophet wants to get value over time. So the Siphon will give you that health back. So if you can survive the burst and get the Siphon off to live, that's what you want to do with that Death Prophet. However, the initial two picks from Nigma, between the Tusk and the Puck, you'd have a lot of damage and would potentially be able to blow up that Death Prophet just between the two of you. Tiny at this stage, not sure whether that's going to be a position for Tiny, is likely. I don't think we'd be seeing a safe lane Tiny. It's possible that we see a mid Tiny. That's still quite popular. Move around quickly, get a Blink Dagger, and scale into the later game with a little bit of right click and sort of control the tempo of that mid game movements. But with the Death Prophet, you'd think Death Prophet's mid, so not quite sure what we're seeing here. It is Insania drafting. It could be a 5 Death Prophet. I believe I've seen TeamLiquid play with a 5 Death Prophet, or at least a 3 Death Prophet before, so it does seem like a Zai hero. Zai will play pretty much anything he's given. Next round of bans coming out. The Razor. We saw that picked up both times in our previous series with OG. And they used it to maximum potential. With Amar playing the Razor. And, I mean, it just seems to be meta at the moment. Everyone seems to pick Razor and runs in and presses R, and that's about it. Monkey King, Terrorblade, and Batrider. Batrider seems to be one of those bans that comes out in tournaments, in big games, when people don't want to lose to just a simple initiation. Bat can get up, hook someone in, lasso them, and it's just a 5v4 straight off the bat. Straight off the bat, it's a 5v4. So eliminating the Batrider seems like a good idea, particularly once again against a Death Prophet who doesn't want to get bursted. The last thing you want as a Death Prophet is to get lassoed in and just not be able to use any of your Spirit Siphons to heal. Get that BKB off the heal, maybe a Yule's, and try and survive longer in the fight. Monkey King being banned. Monkey King is a very good hero in terms of vision. When you think about professional games, that pos 4 Monkey King being able to just get a vision superiority, get good wards down, and scout out smoke rotations before they actually come off is really, really helpful. Now, the ban was the Viper, and immediately followed by the Bristleback pick. So Bristleback made it through the first 10 bans, Haven't seen that today yet. So Bristleback will be picked up, and we're now looking at a source of break. With the Viper banned out and the Razor gone as well, Monkey King, who can probably go toe-to-toe with a Bristleback, who is left to deal with this Vanguard, Ags, Bristleback just running down at your face? We'll have to see what Team Liquid's solution to that Bristleback is. Oh, we talk about a vision game. Let's have a look at this. So we got the Night Stalker and the Keeper of the Light, both big vision heroes. A little bit of anti-synergy though, because once Night Stalker gets fully online, you tend to have more nighttime than daytime. And of course, Coddle being better in the daytime with the heals, that does Darkness cancel Coddle's abilities? I think it does, because it turns to night. So that's an interesting 2 picks. I'd love to be able to ask Insania about the thinking behind the Night Stalker and Keeper of the Light pickup, because it seems to be a little bit of anti-synergy. I do see that they're both pretty strong heroes, and you want that vision advantage. I guess the Coddle being able to just throw out the Solar Bind on the Bristleback might be able to slow him down, control him a little bit. Just use that mass magic burst to try and bring down the Bristle. I understand that as the thinking, but still a little bit of anti-synergy there. Nigma thinking carefully about their 4th pick. Enchantress was banned out. Enchantress almost a discount Chen at this point. If Chen is already banned, Enchantress can also sort of play that role a little bit. But with that banned out, NigmaGalaxy are looking probably for a support at this point. Puck most likely being mid, Bristleback probably the safe lane. Tusk, I'm thinking the 4. Snapfire is probably going to be our 5, so we're looking for either a 1 or a 3. Probably Mind Control's hero last for the NigmaGalaxy draft. That off lane. And TeamLiquid, I mean, I'm throw a coin in the air and see what lands, because with TeamLiquid's draft at the moment, I mean, you could have a safe lane Tiny, you could have a 4 Tiny, you could have an off lane Death Prophet, you could have a mid Death Prophet, you have a mid Night Stalker, you could have an off lane Night Stalker, you could have a mid Coddle, you could have a 4 or 5 Coddle. At the moment, TeamLiquid's draft would be one word, and I'd say flexible. Flexible. And I'm very interested to see how they end up running this. I don't think you can have a core Night Stalker and a core Keeper of the Light, just with a bit of the anti-synergy that occurs there. And it certainly wouldn't be a support Night Stalker.
Radiant team back.
Okay, so the Beastmaster comes out. Liquid are certainly thinking along the same lines. The NigmaGalaxy are looking for that mind control hero. So are we thinking, Nature's Prophet is still in the pool? We're thinking that Tidehunter is still in the pool. We're thinking Underlord is still in the pool. We still have quite a few viable heroes that mind control is quite capable, and mind control is capable with probably all the heroes, but probably known for signature heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
Certainly not a support Night Stalker, it's a courier instead.
5 seconds remaining.
That's it. So Night Stalker is definitely core, but apart from that, and probably a 3 Night Stalker, unless they go full YOLO and just put it mid. Not when there's a Tiny and a Death Prophet as well. Surely one of those two are mid. So probably a mid Death Prophet. 4 Tiny. 3 Night Stalker. 5 Coddle. And we're looking for a safe lane here. Nigma ban out the Doom, so they're not entirely convinced at what they're seeing either from this draft of TeamLiquid. Timbersaw, another offlane hero taken. I don't think there's enough heroes taken out here. And a Hoodwink ban? Okay. I mean, Hoodwink does have a break. Woodwink does have a break, so I think they're just ticking the boxes at this point, NigmaGalaxy. I think NigmaGalaxy are assuming that they probably won the draft here with this bristleback pick.
Remaining.
And are we going to see a pudge?
5 seconds remaining.
Are we going to see a pudge?
Radiant team pick.
Skywrath Mage.
Okay. Skywrath Mage picked up, so mass magical burst. Looking to be able to control the early game and get a good swing into the mid game using the Night Stalker timing around darkness and Death Prophet ultis for pushing towers, getting that map control,
5 seconds
and snowballing from there. So that's the plan from TeamLiquid at the moment.
Choose your
And Nigma go for the Visage. Very strong hero. Underpicked, but high win rate. It is a Matumba Man. It's a Matumba Man Night Stalker. So 4 Skywrath Mage, 5 Coddle. We're looking at a 1 Night Stalker. I'm excited. A 1 Night Stalker, a Mickey Tiny mid, and then an offlane Zai on the Death Prophet. Mind Control will take the Visage to the offlane. Kuro with the 5 Snap. Dreamer Cell with the 1 Bristle. GH with the 4 Tusk, as you would assume. And Sumail will take a mid Huck. That Nigma draft is win in 20 minutes or get fucked a minute 22. The Nigma draft. I thought the Nigma draft has potential to scale a lot later. I mean, Visage certainly has a very strong timing around that 20-minute mark, and you don't want to push your luck a little bit further than that. But Puck and Bristleback scale quite well. I mean, Bristleback hits for a bazillion damage at this point, so you get that Ags and you just slap people down. I'm not seeing a clear answer to the Bristle. I guess it's the percentage-based damage from the Death Prophet and the mass magic damage from the Skywrath Mage. But you can probably just itemize against that with a hood.
Prepare for battle.
Bristleback is a tempo hero with Ags and Vanguard. Tusk is strongest early to mid, and Visage Ags is about the same time as Bristleback, yeah. I certainly think this is a much more early game draft, but I don't think they auto lose if it goes to 30 minutes. I still think they have good potential, because I'm not sure that Liquid's draft scales that well either. They're just checking out some wards middle. 1 ward dropped on the top side, giving some vision over that top river area for the side of Liquid, and on the bottom side as well. So nice river vision. So you get some early rotations for Liquid.
30 seconds to battle.
And NigmaGalaxy are just chilling mid with their ward, and they still have a second ward. They've thrown their second ward in the top off lane. Get some nice vision in the lane so they can cast some spells and secure those last hits when needed. Bottom, we do have Goo level 1, but Skywrath Mage is reasonably fast, so they're not actually going to get anything with that Goo. I'm not sure about this. Is he going to actually expend all his mana here? He's got the Goo going. 4 Goo stacks. Minus 8 armor, but yeah, for what? Now you're stuck with level 1 Nasal Goo. Why not just go Cool Spray and bully him off the rune? Okay, that's going to be an interesting one. So in our bottom lane, we have Zai on the 3 Death Prophet, teaming up with Boxy on Skywrath Rage against Kuro's Snapfire and Dreamer Cell on the Bristle with this level 1 Nasal Goo. I think it's going to be a tough lane for NigmaGalaxy in this bottom lane. Boxy's going to out-harass Kuro pretty easily. Much longer attack range. Middle lane, Sumail is up against Tiny. Both should farm pretty well here. I don't see either hero have too much of an issue there. And the off lane, Viz is actually quite weak early, but with the level 1 Soul Assumption, you can deal a lot of damage, particularly to support, and just zone them back. If you get a shard block in with the Soul Assumption, you might even get a kill off on this Insania, although he is quite fast. So early last hits, even middle. Dreamer Cell securing that first wave. Does have the level of Cool Square now, so it didn't hurt him too much having that early level. Does get the shard block. Blast coming through, and another one. Look at this damage coming out from the Soul Assumption. Level 1 is a lot of damage. Good little shred targets. Tag team and birds, yeah. Lots of damage coming through. The Grave Chill coming out again. They're actually going to turn around on the Tumberman. This is a Night Stalker, of course, who is very weak level for the nighttime. The points in Hunter in the night not going to have much brawling potential. Water Rune spawning mid lane, so both mid laners will be just fine. But on this bottom lane, Kuro is just getting bullied. He hasn't got a point in Little Shredder, so he's going to find it hard to trade back against Boxy. Oh. And top lane, as I was just saying, the Night Stalker does go down to the Shard Soul Assumption combo. The T2 is out, missed that one. The TP back out, doesn't have to do the Walk of Shame yet, hopefully he will survive. Bottom lane, Dreamcell is getting bullied. Still no point in Bristleback, so this is a lot of damage. Oh, and the Crypt Swarm as well. The hit! And it's enough underneath the tower. Zai, giving with that level 2 Crypt Swarm will get the kill. Not having that level in Bristleback really hurt him there. So, bottles for both mid laners. As I said, bit of a farm first middle, 15 to 13. Nothing much really happening.
Got it.
Top lane, no, bottom lane. Hey, where did you die? Off in the jungle? Yeah, just off stacking, attempting to stack. And Boxy found him out. That's about it. Early urn coming out for Zai, so looking to get some kills and build up a little bit of value on that urn. Just keeping Matumba Man on his toes. Want to pressure him as much as possible before the nighttime comes, but the blast does hit from Insania. Mana refill, GH, has no regen. So he might even be looking to die and just head back to base and get a free refill. He's got some tangos. Mango up over on his mate, and they'll be good to keep harassing this Night Stalker. Mid lane, Boxy has come mid to say hello. No level in silence, so wouldn't say there's any potential for a kill here unless Sumail misplays this mid lane, which I wouldn't expect that he would. Hero secures that water rune, or at least denies it from the side of Liquid. And Dreamer Cell is hurting in this bot lane. Level 3, Zai's level 4, holding a skill point right now. Just waiting to see how he wants to use that. But yeah, this bottom lane has been a little bit painful. Oh, cookie in, but Spirit Siphon has been gone off. 4 stacks, and they're not going to commit any further. They would be under the tower and facing forwards. Would be a little bit too much damage for the Bristleback to handle.
I think not.
Mid lane, Sumail and Mickey still just trading farm. Nothing to see here. And we're really looking for timings at top. It's about to go nighttime, so Night Stalker becomes quite strong, getting that movement speed and attack speed, and he can start to bully this level 4 mind control. Bottom lane, Kuro under the tower, cookie away. Spirit Siphon to follow up. He will get the kill, Zai, but he's under the tower. He's taking a few tower hits. Dreamer Cell turning around with the goo and the cool sprays, but he will have to back up with the urn ticking down on him. Zai with the wand charges, he'll be just fine, and an urn to heal himself back up. Gravekeeper's Cloak, a wonderful ability. Mind Control is in trouble here. It is nighttime. Matumba Man is just going to run him down. He's just going to click him. And all of a sudden, that weak pre-nighttime Night Stalker is feeling large and in charge on the top lane. Gravekeepers is a fair and balanced ability. It absolutely is. Nothing wrong with it at all. Cookie in, trying to secure the rune. And there was no rune there. The rune's at top. In comes the snowball with the save. Shards to follow. The click uphill. We'll get there. Invis rune did spawn at top, so that was a fight over nothing. And Mickey will get this Invis rune. Only the level 3 in Avalanche, 1 in toss at the moment, so not a huge amount of burst. Probably wants to... I don't know if this mid-tiny is going to start taking into tree grab for a little bit of farm, or just go for the full burst being the mid-hero. Wards being brought out by Boxy, just checking the lane, making sure there's nothing here. Dreamer Cell getting a little bit low on mana. It does have a magic stick. Bristle's one of those heroes that does want reasonable mana regen. Does he have a talent? Yeah, level 10, 1.5 mana regen. Just to keep going. Depends on if you itemize for the mana regen or if you want to get that 15 damage. And 15 damage just isn't a lot when you have Warpath as an ultimate, 25 damage per stack. You'd rather be able to keep the stacks going at all times. Here's Tiny with that Invis rune, and the silence will come out. No saving GH on the Tusk. Pick up the bounty rune as well. Sumail's here. And just in time to see that bounty rune get yoinked out from right in front of him. Or Dreamer Cell. Mickey's still here. Dreamer Cell, you're only level 5. You're going to get tossed back. Ghosts are being popped. Silence coming out. Does he have enough to live through? The wand's being popped. Vanguard, it's not going to help you. And tower, see you later. This bot lane tower is going to take a lot of pressure, and unless they rotate many heroes down here, this creep wave coming in with the ghosts is going to do enough damage. Top lane. Birds are active now on mound control. There's a coil. I would think that this will be the death of Matumba Man with the bird stuns coming through. They do have enough damage. But at the same time, bottom lane, ghosts have been expended. Actually TPing in to try and defend this. Dreamer Cell's here. He doesn't want to give it up yet. Fair enough. There's no catapult wave there, so he didn't take an exceeding amount of damage. Insania with the Tranquil Boots and some wards, maybe looking towards a 4-staff at some point. Keep his mobility up and moving. Sumail clearing through some stacks here. No. Insania says, nope. That's my creep. And Matumba Man is mad. He's got Dark Ascension. And GH probably in a bit of trouble here. Can Sumail save him with a Waning Rift? Matumba doesn't commit. Fair enough. Fair enough. Probably could have turned around with the snowball and delayed for quite a while. This Boxy 6 is going to be quite strong. Combined with a tiny Avatos combo, I don't think anyone will live through that. Otherwise, there's not really a lot of lockdown for this Mystic Flare. And to show that, he's teched into the Ancient Seal. So he recognizes that damage is not really the issue for Liquid's draft right now. Just 1 in slow, 1 in the Arcane Bolt for the lane. But he realizes that control is really what his team needs. So he's gone 3 into the Ancient Seal. Cookie onto the creep will just be slightly off the mark, but who's collapsing on who? Oh, Matumba runs in, runs out. He spots another target towards the top lane. We'll go there in a moment. Dreamer Cell's getting some stacks here, but in the top lane, Matumba has come back to say hello to the birds. Mind Control going for the Wraith Pact immediately first. Fair enough build. No Solar Crest though. A straight up Wraith Pact just to try and reduce the damage in the fights and amp up his own team. Coil used. Stun. Popped immediately. Regen rune running on Sumail. I don't think he's going to commit. Yeah. Early levels of Coil, the option is only a 1.8 second stun, so you're better off just stunning, taking the damage, and running away. The later levels, it gets a little scary to pop it, you know, at 3 seconds of stun and 275 damage. Mid lane, they will get the catch on the Mickey. He is shard blocked, sort of. Not really. He's not concerned. Because behind the tower, Zai's going in on GH. With the Spirit Vessel, it won't quite be enough. Dreamer Cell comes rolling through with not any mana. Boxy, he's on the hunt. He wants more. Punch Isabel with Darkness popped on the middle lane. Dreamer Cell silence in the middle. Can't get off any shards. Does get the Spirit Vessel down on him. Puck is a little bit in trouble. He does Orbital Wave, but the slow is going to come out. And the Tumber Man is going to be there with the smack. Silence as well. Toss back into the high ground. Mystic Flare. Boxy with bringing the damage and the darkness. The vision. They're just running over them. Mind Control has to try and get away. The ghosts have been used. Tier 1 tower's going to go down.
Radiant's middle tower has
And
fallen.
NigmaGalaxy just got a little bit collapsed on there and got caught out with, I think, a little bit of lack of mana on DreamerCell. Oh, but they're not gone. They're not gone. GH, you stepped into the wrong neighborhood and you've been tossed back and gobbled up by the side of Team Liquid. Mickey did end up maxing the avalanche and the toss, not gauging the tree throw or tree grab as terribly important right now. Wants to be able to extend the power spike of his team into that mid game, relying on his Death Prophet and his Night Stalker to continue scaling at this early point. Boxy looking for a 4-staff. Is Mika, is Insania going for the 4-staff as well? Possibly. Saving him. Let's go to 1,000 gold for that Staff of Wizardry. So he might be looking for the 4-staff too. Just wants to be able to kite this Bristle, escape from the puck, get away from this Mind Control, Bird Stun control with the birds. I think 4-staffs are very good for the side of Team Liquid in this game. This mid tower though is still standing quite strong. And that's a concern for NigmaGalaxy. You've got a draft that wants to move reasonably quickly and you're not going to get this early mid tower. And they're sitting behind it. You can't push into bottle. What are you going to do here? You're just going to blast the wave. You can't push into this. And herein lies the beauty of Insania's draft. You've got the Night Stalker during the night time. And then you've just so you want to push. You want to push and push your limits during the night time with Night Stalker. And then during the daytime, you just want to hold towers with Keeper of the Light. So here comes the coil, stun will come out, kisses will come through for the damage, and that will be enough. But at the same time, mid lane, Mind Control will go down to, I imagine the level 4 silence would have had something to do with it. Woods coming out, or Snapfire. Humbler's Toy, we have another item, Blitz Knuckle, we got a Witchblade coming on for Samael. Smoke, no Mortem's Kisses, but we do have a Walrus Punch. DreamerCell, he's being caught. Spirit Vessel. The quills are building up, but it's not enough. TPs have come in. They're going to catch Boxy on their far side. They're catching Mickey with the shards and the damage from Samael. Does he have enough? He's going to turn around with the avalanche. Darkness coming in, but Tumberman is going to have a silence. He's hovering, getting vision. He's going to go in on Kuroki. Have the stun. Wand popped. Is it enough? Snowball. Save. Matumba Man might be in trouble. Shards aren't going to block him in anywhere. He's a flying boy. And the Soul Assumption gives him a little parting gift on the way out. Mickey actually lived there on about 100 HP. He made it out. Scouts out these stacks here. Doesn't do anything about it. But darkness is used. Not to worry. Nighttime will be up again very soon. Look at that damage done by Bristleback. But he did die first, so he didn't end up living. He didn't really get to do anything else. Death Prophet doing all the damage with the percentage-based damage from the Spirit Vessel and from the Soul Siphon. DreamerCell almost baiting a little bit on this top lane. He's a long way forward. Still 2,000 gold away from the Ags. Mind Control is going for the Wraith Pack, so he won't have Ags anytime soon, so his mobility won't be high. Blink Dagger working towards on GH, but still about just under 2,000 gold away. Samael with the completed Witchblade is now looking to go into a Sange, probably a Sange and Kaya, or maybe just a Sange to get a bit of status resistance. DreamerCell's here, and he sees an Insania, and I guess we're going to use a coil. Maybe. No, just a cookie. Oh, the survivability. What made him live? Yeah, just a full wand. He might have just had a 20 stack wand, actually. Boxy, there's a coil. It will be used. Bird stuns, following up with the snowball. And the punch, GH says, that's for before. I was holding up some pent-up energy, and it got all expended in that punch. You bird boy. Roche? They do have Vlads. But no, it would be a little bit risky with that coil available. Mickey on the hunt with the blink. Ilu rune. Full mana now. Because Coddle. Chakra magic. 320 mana back to a tiny. Jeez. Sumail is going to get caught with the blink stun into the silence with the toss. And he is dead. Almost. Made it one click away. Tamaman though, will there be a turnaround tilt? Tusk is hit with the cookie. Slows down Mickey. And Mickey's full mana again. Having this Insania Coddle with the 4-staff now. What he would be going into. So is that double 4-staff? Yeah, looking at double 4-staff for the supports of Liquid, whereas the supports of Nigma, nothing really yet on the side of Baroki. Let's just switch over to net worth. And yeah, that's a dead grandma. Tusk obviously looking for that blink dagger as well. So yeah, a lot of missing mobility on the supports of Team Nigma at the moment. But we're almost at that ag. So yeah, only about 300 gold off. Oh, they know. They know the birds. Well, it's a Wraith Pact. The Wraith Pact's doing a lot of work. You have to focus it. Tumberman will make out with the armlet, flying away. Yeah, you have to see. The Tumberman stopped hitting Visage and hit the Wraith Pact. He knew he could not kill Visage through Gravekeepers and a Wraith Pact. It just would have been wasted damage. You wouldn't have done anything. And straight into Roche. Ghosts have been popped. Okay. Mickey just tossed my Tumberman out, and they've decided that, in fact, Roche is not a good idea. Although Zai's still in there dealing damage. There's a little bit of miscommunication, looks like, on the side of TeamLiquid, but they've all backed out now, and yeah. NigmaGalaxy have turned up and said, hey, there's a half HP Roche here. And Ghosts have been used. Ghosts are expiring, they're done. No BKB yet. It's 2 gold away if he could haste it out. Yeah, he's going to buy it and send it. But in goes Dreamer Cell. And this is our Roche. We're going to take this. Darkness is down as well. Quill catches 2. In comes the kisses onto Mickey. Over on the side. Puck's been silenced. Snowball save. Over onto Boxy. Kick comes through. We'll get him out. Sumail is living at the moment. Under phase shift. High ground. Blast coming through from Insania. Trying to zone them back out. In back we go. Dreamer Cell into the Roche pit. Does he have enough damage? At the moment, not so much. He's out of mana. Zai's caught on the low ground. Shards are blocking him in. Mickey blinks back in. Gets the triple avalanche with the toss. Not enough to burst anyone. Zai, TH will be living on the back lines. Dreamer Cell being sucked up. He's getting all of this Spirit Siphon. He will eventually go down after the snowball save. Sumail does enough damage for Zai with the Soul Assumption coming through, and the birds will be enough. Mind control with the birds. Will he have the stun control to try and save himself, or just go for the kills? Cookie comes out, tossing in. Actually, it might kill him instead of save him. Birds are down, stunned on the ground at the moment. Mickey is in the midst of it. Another avalanche toss combo. This is so many combos coming through. The mana from Insania that he's giving him. Mickey, he's on full mana. Insania was just sitting in the backline, giving him Chakra Magic the entire fight. So many avalanche toss combos. And now they're just going to walk into Roche. Mickey, you got to be careful. Roche is a big boy. Oh, and he's in with the punch. He's alive. Not enough. Burst. GH has got to run away. DD. Darkness popped. The Tumberman's still in the pit. They're still fighting. Dreamer Cell's walking his way in. He does have the axe. What's he going to do? Is he going to go in for it? He's silenced up. Snowball save. Ghosts are available in 10 seconds. 1 Spirit Vessel charge available. Sumail does have the Dream Coil, but doesn't end up using it. Yes, no tag team leveled at all on the side of Nigma. Interesting skill build from GH. He did commit in for it. So sort of lacking. You think with that tag team, they may have even got that Roche in time. But going for the max snowball, wanting to be able to save people, a little bit reduced cooldown. They're collapsing across. Insania, he's a little piggy. He's a little piggy. But the bigger piggy's chasing him down. The little piggy will scamper away. And we have Cell, who did take the meta regen talent, as I thought he would have. So he can keep spamming out this viscous nasal goo. I used to think it said vicious. Vicious nasal goo. Viscous. Viscous nasal goo. I learnt to read. Amazing. Oh, Boxy does have a silence and a concussion shot. Nikkei with the stun and damage coming through. Silence will be enough. That level 4 silence, very, very strong against a Puck who wants to be very evasive and move around the fight. How is he going to deal with that this game? Perhaps a Blink Dagger? No, Blink Dagger. Perhaps a Lincoln's? How many things break Lincoln's? A few, but not that can immediately get on top of him. Shadow Amulet. Whose Shadow Amulet is that? Oh, Tiny's. Bottom tier 2 will be falling with the Catapult Wave. Lift's going to come out to sustain it for a little bit longer. Oh. NigmaGalaxy are moving down. They're looking to defend this. Dreamer Cell's moved in. He's got the Ags. He's feeling strong. He's got the Warpath stacks up. He wants to get going. He's going to kick things off. He's going to run out with the goo and the bristles. Mind control. They decide against it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So they go in and go out, and so it wasn't the best idea. Puck is snowball saved. Max level snowball's going to stun for a while, do a bit of damage if it can get on him. Gets back. Mortimer Sisters coming out. Cumberman's in the middle with the armlet going, punching away. He will go down, lose the Aegis, and he's going to respawn. Dreamer Cell will just back away as they're 2 down on the side of Nigma. And Ghosts weren't even used. They're popped and they're coming high ground. Liquid, they have a base to take. Matamba Man, he's jumping in and he's tossing out. Visage will go down to the silence with the Ghost hitting as well. There's no way the Dreamer Cell can really hold this by himself. Percentage-based damage, 4 Spirit Vessel charges. Maybe he can. I spoke too soon. There's no way he can hold himself, but he's managed to push them off. If they can ignore this Bristleback, then TeamLiquid have a chance. But there is going to come a point, etc., when this Bristleback will be entertaining the entirety of TeamLiquid. They're not going to do anything about it. Have they got the burst? Oh yeah, and it's not just yet. It's not just yet. He needs this BKB. He tried to entertain the entirety of Liquid and found out that he was left wanting. 13k net worth lead over to TeamLiquid right now. We can see 98% win probability to the side of TeamLiquid right now. 2% we're giving to NigmaGalaxy. Wowzers. With a Bristleback with Ags, 2%. I'm not so sure I agree with that assessment. Certainly Puck's having a rough game, but what that Dota Plus doesn't take into account is that this is Sumail we're talking about here. This is GH Tusk with a Blink Dagger now we're talking about. This is Kuroki, TI winner, a long time ago we're talking about here. Mind control. He's certainly not done. He's still here playing. But what they might need, and are severely lacking, is a miracle. But he's not here. There's not a single miracle to be seen in sight. Dreamer Cell, they've got a dream. No miracle. Will a dream be enough? Look like they're grouping up here. Do you have a smoke with potential to burst? Stun coming in from Mickey. Don't think they can burst him. Is he going to live? He's trying to run away. There's nothing can save. The snowball isn't there. There's 2 silenced as well running next to him, the BKB, and they're just running over with Matamba Man. The coil comes out. Actually, they're going to burst him. Maybe. Matamba Man lives with the armlet. Doggle, he's in the live in the background. Puck is being helped by the cookie. I think he may be able to survive. No, he's got no Blink Dagger. And it's a 5-0. It's a team wipe. And Liquid run over NigmaGalaxy, over their tier 2. And they were so close to killing off Matumba Man. Matumba lives to die another day. I think Nigma's out of touch. Yeah, well, let's not talk about that. Stardust Immortal. The Shard. Hunter in the Night. I always think this is a little bit underwhelming. Hunter in the Night may be cast on a creep, instantly killing it and restoring some of Night Stalker's maximum health and mana. Cannot target Ancients during the daytime.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's a sustain ability. It's 1400 gold to sustain.
Dire are scanning.
I don't know. Maybe I have no idea. Helps him kite in fights. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. It just kills a creep. I guess it'd be good against like Chen and Enchantress, Beastmaster. Instantly kill the creep off. Also can eat the Ancients, yeah. So it's a farming ability, I guess, as well. Like a Midas with no bonus gold. It's a full heal. Okay. Seems good. Particularly if you get that off in a fight. You can just turn yourself around. Let's check our oh, we are at 0%. Gaben says, no, NigmaGalaxy, you are not winning this game. With a 20k net worth lead on the side of TeamLiquid. Aghanim Scepter with Will-o'-the-Wisp over on Insania. We've got a completed E-Blade. Silver Edge. The items are just coming in thick and fast now. And what's coming out? What's flying out right now? Something just flew out. Don't know. Titan Sliver. Titan Sliver just came out. Everything is on the back of Dreamer Cell right now. He needs to get this BKB. He needs to be able to stand his ground in these fights. If he can dispel off the silence from that Night Stalker, get rid of the Spirit Vessel charge, and get rid of that Spirit Siphon, he can probably stand his ground and actually start to threaten the side of TeamLiquid, because he's going to deal damage. Gets this level 3 Warpath, and it is 35 damage per stack. Stack duration lasts for 20 seconds, max stacks of 10. He is going to hit for a lot. Let's do some maths. 10 times 35 is 350. Meanwhile, mid lane. Puck is being caught in the will-o'-the-wisp. The Cookie will actually get him over the edge. And the blink away. Mind Control, though, might be in trouble. Tumberman's flying. Darkness is not quite half duration still to go. Actually, get the puck out of there. That's best case scenario for the side of NigmaGalaxy right then. That's best case scenario. Yeah, 350 health, 350 damage, plus the movement speed. 5% per stack. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to think about it. 5% movement speed per stack. Look at this damage. He's got the BKB. Dreamer Cell, they are marching down mid. They're saying, you want to come kill us? Come kill me. He's got the Silver Edge. The BKB gets off, but will it be enough? Silver Edge has worn out. Dreamer Cell, he needs to hit. He needs to kill people. He's going in the middle. Box, he's going to go down. Cookies are coming through. Will-o'-the-Wisp is interrupting the team fight. Puck does die in the middle, but Dreamer Cell is going deep. He went really deep. And Mind Control is left to try and escape. The TP comes in from Zai. Buyback from Boxy, and that was really the all-in play there. Dreamer Cell went very, very, very deep and didn't play around the rest of his team. Probably what he had to try and do. They were between a rock and a hard place there in that team fight. GH blinks in and yoinks that haste rune. The Silver Edge as well, something I didn't think about before. Not just the Bristleback, but it's double value in this game with getting rid of the Gravekeeper's Cloak. Oh, GH, you might have gone a bridge too far there. Trying to clear this creep wave. Was trying to help the team out, defend this tier 2, but... Do they have a glyph? They do have a glyph. I think this tier 2 will be just fine. Puck's around. Probably wasn't necessary sacrifice from GH, but... It got their attention on the side of Liquid for a little bit. Dreamer Cell moving north again. Zai saved himself with this E-Blade last time.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tusk has finally got a level in tag team. Did go for the Walrus Punch stun duration. Whoop. 20 attack speed instead of 200 health. He wants to kill people. Dreamercell wants to kill people. He doesn't want to live longer. He wants to kill them. Fair enough. Smoke behind the Dreamercell. Bristleback. Who are they looking to catch here? They need to try and find a pick before the fight starts. Zai would be perfect. He's got a BKB and a blink though, so that's a very hard target. PH, blink coming through. He does chuck up the ward. We'll have some vision on that high ground. Birds flying over. We'll see Rosh is up. Dreamercell, level 18. He's got everything he wants. He's going for a Satanic. He wants to be able to heal up after the initial burst comes through. Boxy, no buyback available. He did use it in the last fight. Insania with a Dagon now as well. This is a POS 5 Insania who has more money than the mid puck. Just let that sink in for a moment. The POS 5 Insania has more money than the mid puck. He has a Dagon. He's a 23k net worth league. And yet, they almost held their own in that last fight. They almost did. You almost feel like NigmaGalaxy are close to turning this around. Cloak of Flames. Will the Bristle grab that? No, he's going to keep the Paladin Sword. That's fair enough. Cloak of Flames surely is going to go on someone though, right? Oh, that fires. Oh, the punch. Stun comes in. Will they get rid of Boxy off the bat? Yes, they will. He's got no buyback. It's a 5v4. Mind Control is... Will he get it off? He does get it the save. Dreamcell going after Insania in the north. This POS 5 has to die. Insania has to die. He's still fighting. It's 2v3. He's actually done something this fight. It's not terrible. It could be worse. When you're down 25k net worth, getting 2 kills is something. I wonder, does that change the... No. And we're still at 100%. So Rosh, we got a Shard, we got an Aegis, we got a BKB coming out on Mickey. This boy is big. He wants to get that Echo Saber again, just to have that burst. Echo Saber, very value item on Tiny, even later into the game. So we have Aegis over on the Tiny. Shard, I think it was picked up by the Tiny as well, was he? Possibly, I didn't see. Either the Death Prophet or the Tiny. I think maybe the Death Prophet picked it up. The Fear. Increases Spirit Sight and charges by 1 and causes enemies to be feared for 1.5 seconds. So Siphon for 3 seconds consecutively. Very good against a Bristleback. He's just going to be running at you. So that Fear, really, really helpful. And the armor reduction as well. The side of Team NigmaGalaxy are very poor. Almost a 30k net worth lead now. Puck will make it away. Matama Man doesn't have the darkness, so... Oh, double sentry down here. They're like, where's this Tiny at? Where's this Tiny at? Is he hunting under the cover of Silver Edge right now? Dreamercell's level 21. 20 quill stack damage. He's getting there. He's getting there. 25 plus 25 warpath damage stack. And will this be Insania going down? The stun will come out and the damage. This is a big kill. This is a big kill. That's bigger than what it looks like. You're like, oh, it's just a POS 5. It's just a POS 5. It's a POS 5. It was worth 1,000 gold. But it's more than just a POS 5. Insania has been instrumental in these fights. With the Will of the Wisp, with the Blinding Light, couldn't think of the name for a second. Blinding Light. Stun coming out. Ult coming through, and Dreamercell is just dead. They gotta bail. Get out. Get out. Everyone get out. Everyone get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Brokey, you gotta TP. You gotta get out of here. He's gonna see you by the time you TP. If he was up there, you would have been dead. I mean, it's even more that Dreamercell is dead, but... Oh no. Oh no, Samael. No, Samael. No! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Matama Man's in. It's a disaster. BKB is used, but they're in the base. They don't want to use buybacks. Yeah, I saw the heal just there. That was a good heal. They're gonna have to use a buyback, but if Puck doesn't buy back, he might just die. He might just die as well. You gotta be careful now. GH with no buyback. They're taking this Rax. I don't think you can stop it. I think they'll keep their top racks if they don't just go through. I don't think. Oh, they're going throne. There's no glyph. They know Bristleback's down for 15 seconds. Puck is going to have to buy back. He's not going to live for that long. The ultimate's coming through. With a little list, just contain him in the backline. Puck's going to buy back. Yeah, you need to buy back quick. It's not going to be enough. Bristle's up, but it's going to be too late. The throne is falling. He's in the middle with the BKB. He's hitting away, but the throne is going to go down. GG to Team Liquid taking the first game. That one death on that Bristleback in their jungle, and that's the game. They didn't just take the racks, they took the game. I mean, you have a tiny, you have a death profit. Why not? Well done to Team Liquid winning game 1.